Really, hosting is computing as a service. And the problem that it addresses is cost. The problem today is every IT department is overburdened, they're under budgeted, and they have to spend 75% of their budgets on maintenance. Hosting providers create a cheaper way, a less expensive way to buy computing services. We really become a partner with the IT department. Hosting is a general purpose technology, so it can be used by companies large and small. Traditionally, hosting primarily served the small business, but today many large businesses are using hosting as a way to cut cost and a way to focus the IT department on more valuable work. The major hosting providers actually have a much higher level of security than most businesses. If you think about it, we're keeping thousands and thousands of servers secure with 24-hour-a-day security, 24-hour-a-day firewall protection, and that is we are able to keep servers more secure than the average company that has a part-time IT person who is working the day shift. The second is on the data side, because only a very limited number of people within our organization are able to see your data, it's exposed to many fewer people than it would be within your enterprise. That within most businesses, the IT manager is able to read your email, for example. These are people who might have an actual interest in looking at your information. That is just like a bank has rules on being able to access customer data, we have the same operating procedures that prevent that sort of thing from happening. So we believe that for these reasons that data is substantially more secure, better backed up, and better protected at a hosting provider than it would be within most businesses. There are dozens of companies that do hosting. I think that the best way to discern between one company and another is that many of the companies doing hosting are mom and pop businesses that have operate at a very small level. At the other end of the scale, you have companies that are like telephone companies or very, very major corporations that do hosting as a sideline. Really, I would first narrow the field down to specialists. That is, when you get really sick, you hire a specialist. The specialists in the hosting business have really dominated and have outgrown the rest because the computing and data protection is so important. The second part is that it's ultimately very important to find a provider that is trustworthy, and being trustworthy means responsiveness. That means accountability. We believe that service is really the key to that. Will the vendor be available at midnight on Sunday night? Do they answer the phone? Do they respond to emails quickly? Do they have the expertise and the ability to operate in a streamlined, frictionless way to serve the customer well? So I think that these are the elements that should be used to determine which hosting company to hire. Companies should consider hosting when they have a complex website or any web-based application. It may be a bank, it may be a bill payment system. For a builder, a home builder, it may be a client management tool. The accounting department, it may be an accounting system. If it's a critical web-based system, hosting providers can run these systems very effectively. I think a lot of companies come to hosting instead of going to co-location. Co-location is where you rent the data center space, but the burden of managing the software application is up to you. Hosting providers provide the data center, the bandwidth, the servers, and the applications, the software and the applications. We manage it all on a turnkey basis 24/7.